This is one of those things you didn't know you needed, but you'll end up using it every day. Copy and paste in the terminal. Now I know it sounds stupid, but seriously, it's so cool. So in this 5-Minute Friday, I'm gonna show you how to copy and paste in your terminal. Now you're probably thinking, Chuck, we already have this solved. We can already copy something and paste it right into our terminal. And we can also copy from our terminal, Control-Shift-C, and I got it. So what am I talking about? Maybe I wanna do this. Cat a large file. This is a transcript of one of my YouTube videos, and pipe that sucker right into my clipboard. Just like that, and paste it anywhere I want. That's a lot of stuff. Or maybe I wanna copy everything from this article right here, the entire page, which if I normally pasted that into my terminal, it would be, yeah, paste anyway. Chaos! Stop it! I can just do this and pipe that into any command I want, like maybe Fabric, to summarize the article for me. Which by the way, Fabric is amazing, go watch my video on that right now. Now this doesn't happen by default. These commands, pbcopy and pbpaste, they don't exist, at least not on Linux or Windows. They do exist on Mac, and they're amazing. So if you're a Mac user, tutorial over. What I just showed you, you can do it right now. You're welcome. Walk away, get some coffee, I'll see you later. But if you're a Linux user or a Windows user using WSL, I found a way to make this magic happen. Now because this is a 5-Minute Friday, I gotta move fast. Oh, and by the way, I'm doing 5-Minute Fridays. If you like these, let me know. If you have any suggestions for content, comment below. Also, have you hacked the YouTube algorithm today? Have you not? Let's make sure you do. Hit that like button, subscribe, comment. You gotta hack YouTube today. Ethically, of course. Anyways, enough with that. We're gonna launch our terminal. If you're on Linux, just launch the terminal. If you're on Windows, launch your WSL terminal. The first thing we'll do is install something called xsel. No, not Excel, xsel. It's a command line program used to access and manipulate the clipboard. So we'll install that with apt install xsel. The little sudo action at the beginning. And when that's done, you're pretty much done. And we can throw stuff on the clipboard like this. Let's do a little uname-r, and we'll pipe that out to this command, xsel --input --clipboard. Let's see if it worked. Bam, there it is. Or I can copy something, and I can paste it in with xsel --output --clipboard, and I can save it to a file, let's say file.txt. And there it all is. But we don't want to type that in every time. These commands are long. So we'll make an alias, or a nickname for this command. To do that, we'll jump into our bashrc file, nano ~.bash rc. And right up here at the top, you can put this really anywhere you want. We can define our aliases. We'll type in alias, and we'll say pbcopy. That will be our command, and we'll say equals this command. Opening single quote, we'll say xsel --input --clipboard. We'll do the same thing for pbpaste. Alias pbpaste equals open quote xsel --output --clipboard. And that's pretty much it. We'll hit Control X, Y, and enter to save. We'll type in source ~.bashrc to refresh our terminal and start using that file. Now let's try it out. We'll echo, hey, does this work? And we'll pipe that into pbcopy. And let's see if it did. Awesome, it totally did. Let's put it right back in. pbpaste. Boom, there it is. Now you can make these commands whatever you want it to be. You can make it simply copy and paste. I did this because I have a Mac and I don't want to get confused. Now you might be done, but what if you want to log into a remote server, another Linux server, and still have this clipboard action? You can do that. Just a few simple steps. Now keep in mind, this scenario only works for Linux servers logging into another Linux server. You can also do this with WSL, which is Linux, logging into a Linux server. What doesn't work is Windows logging into a Linux server. You can try to make it work, it's not a good time, just don't even think about it. And we only have to do two things to make this work, and it's all gonna be on the remote server. One, we have to make sure that xsel is installed on your remote server. Two, you gotta make sure X11 forwarding is enabled on that remote server, which is a really cool feature that allows you to run a program on one server but display the graphics on another. We're gonna use that to do some clipboard magic. Thankfully, it's kind of enabled by default, but we'll check to make sure. So first I'm gonna get logged into my remote server. I'll jump into my AI server Terry. First thing we'll do is make sure we have xsel installed. Sudo apt install xsel. I already do. Step 1 is done. Now let's check step 2. Let's make sure X11 forwarding is enabled. Let's quickly cat this file. We'll cat etc sshd_config. And we'll grep for X11, just like this. And if you're new to grep, all that did is simply search the file and output only lines with X11 in it. And we can see right here, we have X11 forwarding, yes, and it's not commented out. Notice this one down here, X11 forwarding no, is commented out, so it's not an active config. Now, if you don't see the yes, you'll need to jump into that file with nano and edit that. So we might say nano, etc, sshd_config, Make sure this line of config exists, Control X, Y, and enter to save, and then we'll do a sudo systemctl restart SSH, and that may log you out. And you know what? I lied. There is a third thing we might want to do, and that's set up our aliases. Because our aliases exist on our host system, either in WSL or Linux, but they don't exist on the new system. We'll have to add those there as well. So same story, nano, tilde, ma, tilde. Anyone do that in their head when they say that? Anyways, bash rc, and I already have mine here, but go ahead and add yours just like this. Once you have all that config there, we're gonna actually disconnect from the server. So just type in exit, we're back on our host system, and this time we're gonna connect back to it with a special switch. So we'll do SSH, and here's the difference. We'll do -X, which will force us to use X11 forwarding, and then business as usual, NetworkChuck, or whatever your username is, at your server. So now I can copy and paste on a remote server with no problems. Let's try a copy real quick. Yep, like a charm. 5-minute Friday. Was that 5 minutes? It probably wasn't, I'm sorry. But I hope this was helpful. I seriously use this every single day, especially when I'm playing with Fabric. And I would love to hear if you install this, or if you have any tips or tricks for me. Or if you have an amazing tip, I would love to share that. And also, if you want to support what I do and learn some cool stuff along the way, check out NetworkChuck Academy, link below. That's my baby, my project. I'm pouring all of my energy into it, and it's a place where we can hang out. So I hope to see you there. That's all I got. I'll catch you next time.